What I'd like to do in this example is show how you can update some of your older solid edge part models in terms of their look and feel and material to some of the newer capabilities that were introduced in ST7. Years ago, materials were designated in the file properties, and then the look of the part was associated with the face style. So what you'll notice here is this old part had aluminum specified in the file property material section, but it was applied with a green plastic face style, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So what I want to do is show how you can take things that were created in a newer part file and apply them to these older files. So don't really need to create geometry. We can if we want to just see or get a preview of what this new style is going to look like. So I'll just create a quick box. And then as I go into the material table itself, what I want to do is I want to create a new material that's based off an existing material. That way I can copy all of the properties over at the same time. So one way to do this would be to just right click, copy, and then paste that into the same section. Now you probably want to designate a new name, obviously, so I'll just put my initials at the end just so we can see the difference. Now you'll also notice that right now it's based off of the aluminum face style, which is okay. But what I want to do is I want to create a little bit different look to the texture or the material or the color in this example. So I'll go into Styles, Faces Styles, I'll create a new one, and I'll just again designate this with my initials at the end. And then under Faces, I'm just going to change the color just a little bit. And we'll just make it a darker red just to make it a little bit different. So what I can do then is I can designate that I want to assign this new part with this new material, and I want to have it identified based off of the new face style as well. So we'll save that. And this is what it's going to look like. Now what I want to do is I want to apply that exact same material and face style to an older part. So let's save this new part. Just give it the default name. And as we go back to my old part, what's nice now is when I go into the material table, that material that I just created is there, ready to be applied to this old part. So if I hit apply to model, it applies that same color that we just created. Now what's different is I don't see the texture applied, and the reason for that is under styles, under 3D view styles, we're still looking at the older view styles, and these haven't been updated yet. So if I go into Organizer and I browse for the part that I had just created, I can go ahead and copy the newer 3D styles over as well. Okay, so in this case we'll just utilize default, we'll apply that, and now what you'll notice is we've got the same look and feel applied to the older part as we do to the newer parts. One thing I wanted to show you is also if you go under face styles, you'll notice that we didn't have to go into Organizer or add that manually to this older part. Once you apply the material with the newer face style from the newer part, that face style automatically gets applied to your list, so it's going to save you some time there.